everyone, welcome back to English Genius Lab. I'm Lexi and I'm here with my co-host Noah. Today we're going to talk about something super useful, the present perfect tense. But here's the thing, we're not going to give you boring grammar rules. Instead, we're just going to have a natural conversation about our day and you'll hear how we use present perfect in real life.
Exactly. Speaking of our day, how has your morning been so far?
Oh, actually, it's been pretty good. I've already finished my workout and I've had 2 cups of coffee. I know. But did you notice something? I just used present perfect twice. I said, I have already finished and I've had 2 cups. That's present perfect in action.
Right, exactly. So, for our listeners, present perfect connects the past to the present. When Lexi says, I have finished my workout, she's telling us about something that happened earlier, but it's still relevant now. The structure is simple, have or has plus the past participle of the verb. So, have finished, has eaten, have seen.
Perfect. And Noah, have you eaten lunch yet today?
No, I haven't eaten lunch yet. I've been too busy preparing for this podcast. There we go again. Have you eaten? That's a present perfect question. And I haven't eaten, that's the negative form. Plus, I've been busy, another present perfect example.
Great catch. So, listeners, you can see we use words like yet, already, just, and recently with present perfect. These words give us clues about timing. Let me give you more examples from my morning. I've just checked my emails. I've recently started learning Spanish. I haven't seen my neighbor this week.
Nice examples. And you know what? I have never tried learning Spanish, but I've always wanted to. Yeah. Oh, and listen to that. Have never tried and I've always wanted. We use present perfect to talk about life experiences or things that started in the past and continue now.
That's such a good point. So, Noah, what movies have you watched recently?
I've watched a couple of comedies this month. Have you seen that new movie with the talking dog?
No, I haven't seen it yet, but I've heard good things about it.
Perfect. You should check it out. I've laughed so much watching it.
I will. You know what, Noah? Our listeners are getting so much natural present perfect practice just by listening to our conversation.
Absolutely. Let's give them some common questions they can practice. Have you ever been to Japan?
Oh, no, I haven't, but I've always wanted to visit. Have you finished reading that book you mentioned?
Yes, I've just finished it yesterday. It was amazing. Have you tried the new coffee shop downtown? I haven't been there yet, but I've heard the coffee is incredible.
See how natural that sounds? These are the kinds of questions and answers you'll use every day in English.
Right, and here's the key thing for beginners. You don't need to think about grammar rules while speaking. Just listen to how we use it naturally.
Exactly. Have you noticed how we contract have to v a lot? Like I've seen, I've been, I've tried. That's how native speakers really talk. Let's do a quick practice round. Noah, I'll ask you some present perfect questions and you answer naturally. Ready? Have you ever eaten sushi?
Yes, I have. I've tried it several times, and I love it.
Nice. Have you done any exercise this week?
Yes, I've gone running twice, and I've done some yoga.
Good for you. Have you seen any good TV shows lately?
Actually, I've just started watching a new series about cooking. I've only seen 2 episodes, but I've really enjoyed it so far.
Perfect! Listeners, did you hear all those different ways Noah used present perfect? I've gone, I've done, I've just started, I've only seen, I've enjoyed. So natural.
Thanks. You know what, Lexi? I think our listeners might want to know about some common mistakes people make with present perfect.
Oh, absolutely. That's such a great point. One mistake I hear a lot is people mixing up present perfect with simple past. They'll say, I have seen that movie yesterday, instead of, I saw that movie yesterday.
Exactly. The key is that when you mention a specific time like yesterday, last week, or in 2020, you use simple past, not present perfect. Present perfect is more about connecting the past to now without focusing on when exactly something happened.
Right. So if someone asks, have you traveled to Europe? You might answer, yes, I have. I've been there 3 times. But if they ask, when did you go to Europe? You'd say, I went there last summer, or I traveled there in 2019.
That's a perfect example. Another common mistake is with the word since versus for. People often say, I have lived here since 5 years, instead of, I have lived here for 5 years.
Yes, since is for a starting point in time, like I have worked here since 2018, or I've known her since college. For is about duration, like I have worked here for 3 years, or I've known her for a long time.
Let's give our listeners a chance to practice this. I'll say some sentences and you can mentally decide if they should use since or for. Ready?
Great idea. Here we go. I have studied English Monday. What should go there?
That should be since. I have studied English since Monday, because Monday is a starting point.
Perfect. Here's another one. She has lived in Tokyo 10 years. What do you think, listeners?
That's for. She has lived in Tokyo for 10 years. 10 years is a period of time, a duration.
Excellent. Now, let's talk about one of my favorite uses of present perfect, life experiences. Noah, let me ask you some have you ever questions, and our listeners can think about their own answers too.
I love this. Go ahead, ask away.
Have you ever eaten food that was so spicy it made you cry?
Oh my goodness, yes, I've definitely had that experience. There was this Thai restaurant where I ordered something thinking it was mild, and I've never forgotten how spicy it was.
That's hilarious. Have you ever forgotten someone's name right after they introduced themselves?
Oh, absolutely. I've done that so many times, it's embarrassing. Sometimes I forget their name literally 2 seconds after they tell me. Have you ever pretended to remember someone when you had no idea who was talking to you?
Guilty. I've definitely done that. I've nodded and smiled while having no clue who was talking to me. Have you ever started a story and then realized halfway through that you've already told that person the same story before?
Oh no, yes. I've started the same story multiple times to the same person. It's so awkward when you realize they've heard it before.
These kinds of questions are perfect for present perfect practice because they're about general life experiences without specific times. Notice how we keep saying, I've done, I've had, I've started, all present perfect.
Exactly. And these are the types of conversations you'll have in English all the time. Present perfect is also great for talking about recent news or changes. Like, have you heard about the new restaurant that opened downtown?
Yes, or when you're checking in with friends. How have you been? What have you been up to lately? Have you made any progress on that project? These are such common, natural ways to use present perfect in everyday English.
And here's something interesting for more advanced listeners. We often use present perfect to give news or recent updates. I've just received an email, the weather has gotten much colder, my sister has moved to a new apartment.
That's such a great point. It's like you're announcing something new or sharing an update. My favorite coffee shop has changed their menu. I've decided to take a vacation next month. Technology has made everything so much faster.
Another pattern you'll hear a lot is present perfect with superlatives, words like best, worst, most interesting. For example, this is the best movie I have ever seen, or that was the most difficult test I have ever taken.
Right. This is the funniest book I have ever read. You're the kindest person I have ever met. This is the strangest thing that has ever happened to me. It's a really natural way to express superlatives in English.
Now, let's touch on something related, present perfect continuous. This is when you add been plus an ing verb, like I have been working all day, or it has been raining since this morning.
Yes, present perfect continuous emphasizes the ongoing nature of an action that started in the past and continues to now, or just recently stopped. I've been studying English for 3 years. It shows the continuous effort over time.
Exactly. I've been thinking about what you said. She's been living in Paris since January. We've been planning this trip for months. It gives you that sense of ongoing activity or process.
You know what, Noah? I think the most important thing for our listeners to remember is that present perfect becomes natural with exposure and practice. Don't worry about memorizing all the rules. Just pay attention to how native speakers use it.
Absolutely. Start with the most common patterns like have you ever and I have never. These will serve you well in so many conversations. Then gradually add more complex uses as you get comfortable.
And here's a practical tip. Start keeping a mental list of your life experiences. Think about all the things you have done, places you have visited, foods you have tried, then practice talking about them using present perfect. It's like creating your own conversation practice material.
Exactly. And you know what's great? You've been learning present perfect just by listening to us talk. You haven't had to memorize any complicated rules. So here's our challenge for you. Try to notice present perfect in conversations around you. Listen to English podcasts, watch English movies, and you'll start hearing it everywhere.
And practice asking present perfect questions in your daily life. Have you seen this movie? Have you been to this restaurant? Have you tried this food? It's that simple.
Absolutely. Remember, you don't have to be perfect. Native speakers have learned this naturally over many years, and you're doing the same thing, just faster.
So true. Well, everyone, we've covered a lot today. We've talked about present perfect in the most natural way possible through real conversation.
We have, and I hope you've enjoyed learning with us today. Remember, you've already taken a big step by listening to this entire episode.
Perfect. Keep practicing, keep listening, and most importantly, have fun with English. Thanks for joining us at English Genius Lab.
Until next time, keep learning and keep talking. See you soon.